G'day guys, this is Kiwi Bowhunter here. Just going to do a quick vid of my new pack that I got the other week, which is the 511 Tacticals Rush 72. It's the new version, and it seems to be pretty sweet. I took it out on a 3-day trip over the weekend. It held up pretty well. Ooh, excuse me. A few little... I'll just go through roughly sort of a few things I like about it, a few things I don't, maybe some other stuff. The tier system, which is these little bits here that you can buy some bits and attach another Rush or one of the MOLLE packs to, I honestly wouldn't risk it. I had this thing loaded right out with these, because it's got this is one of the main reasons I bought it, was this bit here. So in a pinch I can strap some of the slightly bulkier things like my big bush shirt or my poncho or both to the outside and free up some room in the main compartment if I needed to. Did that first because I just, as a test for both myself and the bag, loaded it right up with pretty much literally as much as I could fit in it, and then did a pretty decent hike with it for a couple of hours. The terrain wasn't horrible, it was a bit up and down, no really elongated hills or anything, but sure as hell took its toll. I found that with the stuff attached to the front of the bag, it really put the centre of gravity out quite a lot, which meant that I found it quite hard to keep the weight on my hips or even just on my shoulders, and it was pulling down quite a lot, and it did sort of hurt. Like, it wasn't horrible, but it was less than enjoyable, I'll say that much. But I do like the outside. But one thing I really wish that they did do, because I reckon it would have been perfect, would have been to make, like, down the sides of this and under the bottom and up the other side, have a zip on the mesh so that you could unattach these bits and then have a because they're both two male adapters, two male parts, and then if you had a double female adapter where this is a day pack. I'm thinking about trying to do that myself, just because I reckon that'd be pretty sweet, save me having to carry an extra little bag with me, because I'm sure as hell not going to lug that around with me on a hunt. So I'll just attach the rest of these. So got a little Leatherman, Leatherman wave on the front. Might do a review on that at some stage if anyone's interested. Just in the MOLLE sheath. It did pretty well. Used it around the hut a bit and on some regular things. Got a patch there for some flags or morale patches, and then one up here for some name tape. I'll just attach this bit. Inside here I've got a bunch of random bits and bobs. Some sweets and drink mixes and things, that just so I can get to them easy on the trail. Some wool gloves, just because when I was walking out the weather was kind of iffy, so it's like if it gets cold I don't want to have to sit my pack down and rummage through them on the side of the trail for ages trying to get my gloves out. And some trail mix grogging stuff, which is great, keeps energy and protein. In this front pouch just had my bugger, looks like I left that on. Oh no, there it goes. Thought I left it on for a second. My Phoenix LD20 just in the main pouch. Up here have some plasters, tape, medical stuff, just, you know, Panadol, little things like that, or which is from the aspirin for you Americans, alcohol wipes, strapping tape. That's open, and some saline. That's open just because I had to get some plasters out for some blisters. Hold on, how's that looking? I just had that one when I got out and didn't really like it too much, so plaster out. And then I got some, I don't know, trauma dressings, some large gauze pads, some elastic bandage compression strap things, a crepe bandage, EMT shears, threw a pencil in there, some pens on this front bit. I think these are for magazines as well, you can fit in them. I fit my little hygiene kit, which I've done another video on, in there, like a treat. And then in this one, my solar battery charger, which I've also done videos on, if you want to look at. But there's plenty of organisational, and also fit a Right in the Rain notepad in the front. That's one of the bigger ones, 3 by what would be 5 by 8 or something like that. So that front pouch I'm pretty happy with. Like I said, I reckon that'd be the perfect size for a day bag. You basically just take some of like that stuff out, keep the medical stuff in there, throw in a little bit of food and a water bottle, and you'll be set for the day. Top pouch up here, I've got a hard to do with one hand, monocular and a lens cleaner. Good little spot to keep it. Then I've got my tobacco pipe, tobacco and zipper. Use that a little bit just for some sociable smoking at the hut when you meet some random visitors and stuff, but just sort of took it out for a laugh. And then the main pack here, it's got these 3 larger things. I secured some in another video I put up the other day. Some of that which I need to move into one specific bushcraft bag, but there's decent sized compartment just there. Then there's these 2 mesh ones. The top one's accessible from both sides. This one has got edible fungi book and just a general edible plants one in it, and then a spare torch I lent someone and they gave back to me before they went home, which is my LD10. In this top compartment I've got some water tablets, my little sewing thing that I'm not too big on keeping big sewing kits, so it's just a roll of thread with some needles and stuff in it, pins, some sewing, sorry, what are they called? Gone blank. Safety pins. Roll of, like, I think it's Vietnam tripwire or something. Found this at the surplus store pretty cheap. Stick 4 nails down the middle and I keep that just handy for things. Some, can't remember the technical term, but like bug repellent tea light candles. Double purpose. And can't bother opening it, but it's just full of cotton wool balls soaked in Vaseline. These package like bits here are quite well laid out. I think I might consolidate some smaller clothes like socks and stuff into them. Mainly, like I said, I loaded this up quite heavy just for the sake of it. It's half unloaded as well. I had more stuff in it. There's some spare clothes, so that's socks and long johns, spare underwear, spare singlet. My alpine sleeping bag, which is rated to -8 Celsius, which is about 20 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. And a big dry bag. I need to get that out to get the loft alright in it. Anyway, that's probably the heaviest single item in my bag, other than my bush shirt. I usually don't need to bring both. This is what I had strapped to the front of the bag. My big bush shirt. Now that'll keep me warm, that'll keep me alive pretty much just in that, with a little fire going, I'd say, overnight. Up top I had billy can with some other stuff that was in it, some Powerade powder, because I was mixing that with my vodka. This was full of vodka. Billy cans are useful, multi-use bit of gear, good for cooking extra meals, because I was with some people as well and they weren't experienced. East German Army gas mask bag, which I was using as a day bag, like hunting satchel. I got 1 roll of shells. I took one out already. I just took a bunch of shotgun shells with me, just as, like I said, to load it right up. In here, I disassembled my 12 gauge, and this is my side by side, just wrapped up in the shimmer so it didn't get too beaten around. Tangled up on that as well. So also a shimmer, they're great. In here got a collapsible fishing rod, which I gave a whirl but couldn't find any good fish, which is a shame, but it's a cool little bit of kit. My Wetterling's large hunting axe, or large hunter's axe, which is great, love the thing. Maybe more of a bushcrafter's gear for you. On the top of my, this is for my bugger bag as well, on top of these things I always keep, and on my EDC bag, my keys and these, I keep a little tritium vial, which is always great, just so I can help find it in the dark if I need to, which I think is an overlooked possibility for some.